he's Sid the Kid.
Surrounded by Canadians. Shoots the puck and scores! Oh, what a play by Crosby!
Sidney Patrick Crosby was born August 7, 1987, and raised in Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. Crosby's dad was a goalie drafted by the Montreal Canadiens in 1984, which gave Sid something to shoot for. At 2, Sidney used the dryer for target practice, and at 3, he was on skates. By 14, he was playing with the midget AAA Dartmouth Subways, and local media hyped him as a future superstar.
He's just 14, and already he's playing midget AAA hockey. Most of the guys on his Dartmouth team drive and shave. Sidney Crosby doesn't do either. What he does is dominate this league.
However, even then, opponents targeted him with abuse. Crosby escaped to Minnesota in 2002 to play for Shattuck St. Mary's boarding school. He assisted them in winning the U.S. National Championship, but wasn't able to help Team Canada medal at the 2003 Under-18 Junior World Cup. Back in Canada for 2003-2004, he was drafted first overall by the Rimouski Océanique of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. Among the honors bestowed on Crosby during his 2 seasons in the QMJHL was the Rookie of the Year award, as well as the Jean Beliveau Trophy for high scoring. In 2004, Sid ignored a $7.5 million contract from the ill-fated World Hockey Association in favor of an NHL career. He then made back-to-back appearances on Canada's World Junior team, where he won silver in 2004 and gold in 2005. 2005 also saw him lead Rimouski to a President's Cup victory. Thanks to his on-ice skills and off-ice character, Crosby was a top prospect. When a work stoppage canceled the entire 2004-2005 NHL season, a lottery was established to assign the first pick. The Pittsburgh Penguins won the Sidney Crosby sweepstakes, and he made his debut for them on October 5, 2005. Crosby briefly played alongside legend Mario Lemieux, who mentored him and allowed him to live with his family for the next 5 years. Crosby's NHL presence was already solid when, midway through his first season, he was moved from the wing to center. He was also named assistant captain, despite criticism that, at 18, he wasn't experienced enough. His reputation for whining to officials, as well as the 100 penalty minutes he banked that season, also highlighted his youth. That year, the Pens posted a league-worst record. Washington Capital Alexander Ovechkin overshadowed Crosby's accomplishments by nabbing the Calder Trophy as Rookie of the Year. After Crosby and Canada failed to medal at the 2006 World Championships, he and new teammates Evgeny Malkin and Jordan Staal began turning things around for the Penguins.
Gets it over to Malkin, to Whitney, to Malkin, and he sees the seam, and Crosby comes in and just stiffs it in the net. What fantastic passing!
Their decent 2006-2007 season ended with elimination in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Crosby's stellar year earned him the Hart Memorial Trophy, the Lester B. Pearson Award, and the Art Ross Trophy. Within months of becoming the youngest ever NHL captain, Crosby signed a 5-year, $43.5 million contract extension with Pittsburgh. His next season was shortened by injury, but not before he showed off his aggressive side with a Gordie Howe hat trick. He rejoined the Pens before the playoffs, but the Detroit Red Wings eliminated them in the finals. 2008-2009 was Pittsburgh's year. Crosby finished third in scoring and led his squad back to the finals. This time, they emerged victorious over Detroit in 7 to give number 87 his first Stanley Cup. When things couldn't get better, Sid the Kid won gold for Team Canada at the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics by scoring an OT nail-biter against the United States.
Again, let's Crosby! Sidney Crosby, the golden goal! And Canada has once in a lifetime Olympic gold!
Back in the NHL, Crosby's scoring and leadership earned him awards, but his team stalled in that year's playoffs. Crosby's hockey future was jeopardized when he suffered a concussion during the Winter Classic on January 1, 2011. After fighting symptoms for months, he was permanently back in the lineup in mid-March 2012. The Pens soon re-signed their franchise player to a 12-year, $104.4 million contract. As a multiple record holder, successful spokesman, and one of the greatest players to grace the ice, Sidney Crosby is one of the faces of the new NHL. Thanks to his instincts and eagerness to play in the corners, there is no doubt that Sid is the next one.
Crosby owning